pretty cool. What are we doing?
We're going to see A Quiet Place.
I forgot my hat. We're still in the driveway, but I'm going without it. I ain't trying to press anybody else.
Going to see A Quiet Place, or is it The Quiet Place? I
feel like if I say the, I sound like an old person that says like, I'm gonna go to the Publix later. And
so it must be I think it's A Quiet Place.
So it must be.
I can laugh loud and not worry about waking up a baby. Yeah, it's A Quiet Place. It got a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I thought it was 100.
I guess it was 100 before it came out.
That makes no sense, but
I guess maybe the general public's opinions on it took it down a little bit, but I mean 3%, whatever. Our plan is to do a little review on it. Spoiler free as possible.
We'll warn you.
We want to give you guys an opinion, and from everything we've heard, it's absolutely worth seeing. I would say my favorite movie of all time. What's my favorite movie?
Remember the Titans.
Yup.
Next question of discussion. And feel free to comment on any of this because I'm genuinely curious. What is the most memorable movie experience you've ever had? With Signs with Mel Gibson.
We were in it was the summer before 8th grade.
7th or 8th, one of the two.
8th. It was the summer before 8th grade.
The moment that got, like, I remember the whole theater freaking out is when it shows the footage of this kid's birthday party in Mexico, and the camera goes to this window, and all of a sudden the alien walks by the little gap where the road is.
Ooh.
Oh man, I just wasn't expecting it to happen, like him to show the actual alien. Another reason this movie is kind of sentimental to me. So Stephanie, my wife, is the only girl I've really ever dated. My first kiss, my only first kiss. So I don't have a ton of experience with girls, which, in my defense, I'm batting 1,000. So I'm doing pretty good. I did have a girlfriend in 8th grade. She's actually still, her and her husband are some of our closest friends. Kelly, if you're watching this, shout out. I'm about to tell a story. I'm sorry. Ferris, I apologize as well. But I was never very forward with girls. Like, I was always really afraid to hold their hands.
The first time he ever held my hand was
during a movie?
During Pistol Pete at his house in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He held my hand in his living room. It was a bold move.
So, anyway, we were downstairs at my house. A bunch of people were over. We were watching Signs. And Kelly and I are sitting there. And I wasn't even thinking about the movie. The whole time I'm thinking, I gotta hold her hand, I gotta hold her hand, I gotta hold her hand. And then I would like awkwardly place it.
The flop.
Like graze her hand, hoping that she would start holding mine. And she never did it. I did this like 6 times. I just felt weird. And finally I was like, the next time someone laughs or something, the ice will break and I'll grab it. Watching Signs, something happens, I go in for the kill, and we start holding hands for the very first time. And the interlocking finger hand holding, like
the real deal.
Expert hand holding. 4 seconds later, I'm living in bliss. Someone spills their drink all over our white carpet, and I have to jump up. Chaos ensued. Were you there?
I was there. I remember. It's her friend McCall. I don't know if it was like on purpose. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if Kelly like sent out a distress signal or anything, but it was Kelly's best friend McCall.
I cleaned it up, and I didn't have the courage to do it again because it failed so hard the first time. If it is, it is.
Yeah, we're here now.
We'll need 2 large drinks and a popcorn.
Yeah, fresh popcorn.
She's a real MVP. Pro move right there. Oh.
She has no soul.
Plays at Chevrolet. It's our model year $1,000. Dyer Chevrolet. Find new roads.
The largest selection of Chevrolets from...
I'm very excited about watching this movie.
Rated as mature.
Stand by. Initial reactions. Steph, you go first.
So good. I loved it.
I agree.
It touched every one of my mama nerves. I was rocking Lucy the other night, and I was just thinking, what if I had to keep her silent to stay alive?
The movie touched on way more emotions than I anticipated. I thought I thought I would just feel a lot of anxiety and stress watching this movie, but it touches on every emotion somehow too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was sad at points. It was heartfelt at points. The only emotion that I did not experience was, like, I don't even know if humor is an emotion, but there was no funny parts in the movie.
No.
Yeah, I was just, like, not expecting it to have that kind of depth to it, I guess.
I was surprised. I mean, they use silence really well, and there are different levels of silence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are the silences that we're used to, and then there's silent.
Interesting, it made the movie theater, people in the movie theater, much quieter.
Oh, nobody said anything.
I would
Nobody
say,
said a
because
word.
you couldn't get away with it.
There was a couple of times that I stress laughed. Like, I was so stressed that I kind of, like, and I felt like I was being really loud. I would say
it was really good.
I mean, there weren't any crazy plot holes.
No, but there were a couple that I don't want to say. But about halfway through the movie, I looked at Steph and said, "Why don't they just?" And maybe we'll make another video where we can actually talk about the details. But there were a couple things I'm like, why would they just not do this?
If you're looking for something suspenseful,
it was exciting.
It was very exciting, suspenseful. It was one of those, you kind of knew what was happening, like what was going to happen next, but it didn't change the fact that when it happened, you went, no.
Some of it was predictable, but it was so dreadful.
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking, they're not going to do that. Oh, they're doing that. Oh, no.
But John Krasinski, I'm impressed.
It was very, very good. And I would recommend seeing it sooner rather than later in a movie theater with people in it.
I would say you need surround sound.
For sure. It wouldn't make the movie experience awful, but you will not get the full experience of the movie without great sounding, like a good sound.
Yeah.
Because that's what the movie's based on.
Yeah.
But go see it. But like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Comment, let us know what your most favorite movie experience of all time was. I'd love to hear it. I like talking about this stuff anyway. I told you mine in Signs. This didn't quite live up to that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It was really good.
But as far as like the feeling of like, oh,
yeah,
it was still really good. But that was still more memorable.
Oh, I don't know if I fit on your face.
But like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys later.